everyone, it's Tony and Jess. And today we're going to be talking about back to school. Everybody get ready.
Yeah, get ready.
So today we're going to be answering some questions that you guys sent in for back to school. And then we're going to talk about goals and also one thing that we got for back to school. So let's see, the first question we have today is from Faith Taylor. She says, what is the best way to stay focused in college? You want to take this one?
Sure. Okay. So I'm going to be a junior. Well, we're both going to be a junior.
Yeah.
And so I think the best way to stay focused in college is having that spirit of, that motivation spirit where I want to cross that stage in 4 years. You don't want to be in college for more than 4 years. You have a goal, and that goal is to get that degree, graduate, and get that job. So to stay focused is remembering, why you're there. Remembering why you're there, surrounding yourself with people that are on the same, pathway as you, that have the same determination, spirit as you, so you can one day walk that stage and graduate. So that's how I stay focused, is just knowing that, I need to graduate. Like, I don't want to be here longer than 4 years. So that's my little bit of advice. What about you?
Yeah, I like that idea. Like, when you have a goal in mind, you want to make the steps to get there.
Right.
So make sure you write things down, like if you want to graduate earlier, which I like to do myself. So I decided to take some classes over the summer so I can get one step ahead of my goal by getting there with summer school. So I decided to take 3 classes this summer, and I already had it in mind to take those classes. So I did that, and now I'm like, yes, I accomplished my goal, and now I can even tackle on more classes if I feel like I can do that, because now that I have 3 classes under my belt, I could add more. So also make sure know your limits and know when you need to stop and think, oh, I don't think this will work for me. Yeah. So let me backtrack and rethink what I'm doing right now.
I agree. 3 classes in the summer can pay off when you're a senior, because you might not need that much of a load. So it's really good to take summer classes.
Yes. Next question is from Rachel. So she said, school stresses me out more than anything. If you like my list, I gladly give it, but we'll be here for a while. Yeah, so stress is very important when it comes to school and job, whatever it may be. We all go through stress. So I would say know your limits. Like I said before, if you feel like you cannot take your school load, make sure you know when the ad drop is for your school, so you can drop a class that is too much for you. And then also, if you believe you can handle your schedule, then make sure you have self-care practices for yourself, like meditation, yoga, exercise, working out, hanging out with friends, socializing, things that help you remanage yourself and get back into your comfortableness and your centering yourself also.
Yes, I agree with everything she said.
Okay, so Yasina, I hope I said your name right. She said, I'm worried about that my classes might be too hard, I'm gonna fail because maybe I'm not smart enough, but I always manage to do better than expected, so I just have to get that pre-stress out of my system. That's really the only thing on my mind regarding school. Okay, so there we have stress again.
Yeah.
She wants to manage her classes because she might think they're too hard.
And what she needs to do, Yasina, what you need to do is you need to have confidence in yourself, because you're worrying about, failing, and that's something that's not in your control at the moment, because you're not in your class right now. You don't know how your classes are going to be.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't put that in your mind right now to think, oh, I'm going to fail this class.
No.
What really you need to do is you need to, when they give you that syllabus,
yes,
give you that syllabus, put that in your calendar, write everything that you need to do in your calendar, find the people that are in your classes or maybe have taken that class to study with and get more information with to ease that off of you, that stress off of you.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that easy, but you're going to have to really push yourself and stay determined. Like, I'm going to go back to that motivation spirit and stay motivated.
Right. Again, that's right on. She said it. Like, just be determined. And then also, here's a good tip. So I use an app called Study Guide, so it helps me manage my schedule and know when my classes are next. So I'll put the link in the description for that. So that will definitely help you manage your classes, okay? All right. So, okay, next one, fourth question. This one is from Latitia, L-A-E.
Letitia, yeah.
Okay.
Letitia.
So they said, yes, I still have to make my schedule. I hope I won't have to take morning classes. Okay. Morning classes. It depends. Yeah, if you're not a person who's a morning person, you gotta be aware of that. Like, do you want to do these afternoon or evening classes?
Right.
So, what do you think, Tony?
So for me, like, I'd rather have morning classes and finish my day around like maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, because I don't want to be in a class at 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's out of your control, because if you're deeper in your major, like you're going to be a junior, like for social worker major, your classes are mainly in the night, the evening. So sometimes it's out of your control, but the beauty of college is that you can find your way around it. You got to keep searching. If you're late with scheduling, I know that for me at our college, that people are very, when it's open, they're up so they can figure out, okay, I want to take this class. They make their schedules on time so that later on they don't have to deal with the
traffic.
The traffic.
Everybody's trying to
find the last. Yeah. Exactly. So I hopefully you make your schedule really soon, or because I don't want you to be dealing with the fact that you're gonna have morning class and now you got an 8 a.m. and you didn't want an 8 a.m. because of the fact that you didn't make your schedule yet.
Yeah, it's always best to get a head start on your classes.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you write a list, because if you have the whole guide on your major, then you should make a list of which classes you want to take next after this one and that one. So it helps you manage your schedule and be on top of the registration too.
Yes, talk to your advisor.
Yeah. Oh, so Anna wants to know something that many college students do, it seems like. Should we answer this one?
Sure. Like, come on, lay it on us.
All right. Anna wants to know, how do I get cute boys to send me nudes?
Wow. You know what's really crazy though? Guys normally want girls to send you nudes than them to send you nudes. Yeah. But sometimes there are guys that are so
brave.
They're so brave, they're confident in their, you know what I mean? Yeah. So they're just like, hey, look at that. Hey, I'm large, I'm packing. You know what I mean? So
do people still send nudes though?
I feel like
I'm not on that type of level. I mean, I'm okay. I'm gonna be honest. I've had some good nudes from guys, but I mean, I don't usually ask for it. It just happens.
You don't even gotta ask. They will send it to you. They're cocky boys out here. They will send it to you, and they're very confident. You know what I mean? It don't even matter.
Word.
But how honestly, ask. Just be
ask.
very blunt and just say, if you want that, just be like, can you send it to me? You know what I mean? Just be real. And if they say no, then that's no. You know what I mean? Because it's always about consent.
Right.
And and if they trust you and you guys have been talking for a while, or sometimes you don't even gotta be talking for a while, because nowadays it don't matter.
Yeah, it's like people don't even care.
It don't even really matter. But honestly, I would just say, for me, I don't know if you agree, but just ask them, hey, I want to see what you packing.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. And if they say no, then no.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When school does start back, it's gonna be a lot of hard work. That's true.
That is real true.
But we told you guys, you can manage it. You can do this.
Yeah, if you believe and you stay determined, you can.
Yes. Clay says, I thought about going back to school, but the reason I am not is because I'm not sure I'm ready to take on a master's program just yet. And plus, I got to get money, right, so I can attend, you know?
You know what? I feel you. I feel you.
We feel
It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, getting your money up for college. Some people judge others because they're not in college, but sometimes you don't even know the reason. Sometimes the reason is not because they don't want to be in college, that they can't afford it. Because college is
so expensive.
It's
man.
so expensive.
Over $7 trillion in debt.
Yes.
Nationally.
Normally, when people graduate, yeah, it's nice for that paper, but then you're in debt. You have to pay this because of interest and all that stuff. I'm gonna tell you. And then also, like, you know, taking on the load of work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a real full-time job.
It really is. It's no joke. Like, if you plan on going to college, guys, or just in general, like, you must know what you're sacrificing.
Right.
You're sacrificing 4 years of your life to get that bachelor's, or 6 years for master's, or however long it's going to take you. And are you willing to put the money into it and help it, or make sure it pays off? Because that's your ultimate goal. You pay all this money for education.
Right.
So you want to make sure it pays off. You get a good job and you can afford a family with that money that you get from the job. So think about all the factors of going to college too, if you're not in college yet, and just find a way to best financially support yourself also.
Yes, and it's okay if college is not something that you're looking for, because a lot of people that I know don't go to college, and it's okay. They don't go to college, but they have something else that they're doing, whether they have a nice job or whether, you know, they have something else that they're chasing. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. So never judge somebody because they're not in college or they never got a college education. Because that does not mean that they're dumb or whatever. It's just that it's not something that is on their path. So.
Yes. All right, now we're gonna talk about our goals, right?
Yes.
Right.
Look at her, she's so excited.
Yeah, I love making goals, man.
Yeah.
Like manifesting, putting your affirmations up. It's like getting ready for a track meet or a game. You know, it's like, what do we got to do to strategize to get to our goal? You know, so
that is so true.
It's so fun.
So
even though it's hard work, I mean,
it is. Yeah, hard work.
Hard work pays off.
Yeah, sometimes sleepless nights. You know what I mean?
If
Sleepless
you really
nights.
want something.
So did you want to go first or?
Sure, I'll go first.
All right.
So for you to make your goals come to a reality, you must write them down. Like we say, no matter what, even though we have all these devices in our hands, we still need to write things down, because that was our first nature of writing, for the human being to just write and use our hands. We have our hands for a reason, so don't limit yourself to just a computer. When you write things down, it subconsciously goes in your mind and you think about it, especially if you wake up and you see it on your board or wherever you store your information. You'll see it and you'll be like, oh, I need to do that. And you put your own handwriting into it, so you know it's gonna happen for you because it's meant for you, it's from you. And when you also make up like a picture in your mind, like how are you gonna achieve this goal? Are you gonna go like working out? Are you gonna go to the gym? Picture yourself working out every day. And then also you may have a Pinterest. I use Pinterest for inspiration, so if you wanna like plan a trip for something, you can show pictures of you like having fun. You can even Photoshop yourself like jumping in the pool, you know, doing these crazy things that you plan on doing when you're going on a trip, or just showing other people that are in that reality of they're in their trip and they're having fun. Just like create these vision boards for yourself. Vision boards are not just for 1 year. You can always create them. So that's my advice.
Okay. So my advice for a goal that you should do, like, or you should implement, is that, you know, like she said, writing down your goals. Like, I don't know about you, but I have on my iPhone, I have the notes. Everybody should have notes. And if I'm going to like a women's, event or anything, and I hear something that's so catchy and something that I feel like it's important, I write it down. So, and then I also need to write my goals down for school, because not just school or just me as a person, because there's things in life that I want to accomplish. And if I haven't accomplished them right now, I still pray and I still take the steps, even if I'm taking baby steps to get to it. And yes, it can be discouraging. So be aware that you can be very discouraged. Even people that are closest to you can be somebody that may not agree with the things that on your goals, or may not think that you're capable of doing that, but no one is God and no one has the final say like him. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah.
Just write down on your notes or wherever you can. If you're able to, remember, then remember. But I suggest that writing down is very important. I put sticky notes around my room to remind me of my goals and, give me motivation. Last Tony and Jess, we talked about, the quotes and everything. So like, if you're like us and you like quotes and, write that as a goal. You have a quote that's one of your goals. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter.
Stay inspired by quotes.
Yes. Words are so powerful. You know what I mean? Yes.
That's right. You can either say something negative with your words or something positive.
Yes.
So use it wisely, guys.
All right.
And then one last thing is we're going to say one thing that we got for back to school.
Oh, yeah.
So, for example, I got slippers. So I know in the winter time it can get really cold where we're at. So slippers that are really nice and comfortable and they last for a good while. So I'll put the link below. They're from Happy Feet. So yeah.
And I got a new comforter because I've been in school and it's time for a new one.
Yeah.
So a new comforter. Purple is what it is. So. Because my favorite color is purple, so
nice.
You'll see. All right. Well, thank you guys. Please subscribe.
And follow us on Twitter.
Give us more feedback. We thank you and we appreciate you. Share if you can. Tell your friends about Tony. And I hope you guys have fun.
Yes. See you guys.
Bye.